Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to go for a road test in this Insignia VXR. It's a 2.8 turbo. It's got stage 1 map on it. So we're going to go for a little drive and I'll let you know what I think. This particular car, you can tell it's quite loud. It's had a stage 1 map on it. It's got a straight through back box as well, and it crackles on the upshift, but it's done really nicely. It's not overdone. I don't know if you can, how good you can hear that on the camera or not. Now bear in mind, this is a manual. I prefer manuals. You can get them in automatic as well, and it's a nice short shift on it. When you look at the interior of this car, you can tell you're setting something special. It's got a few VXR badges. It's got a flat bottom steering wheel that's a bit thicker than normal, and it's got the various modes. So you've got sport mode, you've got VXR mode. All it does really is sharpen the throttle. Given the weight of this car, it does go around corners relatively well. It's four-wheel drive, so it's got a very similar four-wheel drive system to what you get on the Golf R. So it's got Haldex on the front. Really, really important that this is serviced and looked after carefully as well. Wow, it really does move actually. And it's got 6-pot calipers on the front Brembo ones, floating discs. Really important you make sure there's no vibrations or anything. This car drives really nice, and the brakes are more than capable of stopping this car. The interesting thing is, if you've had any kind of VXRs before, you see the main problem you get is they're all front wheel drive, so you end up scrabbling a lot of the power away, wheel spinning. But this one, you don't get any of that. Literally nothing's wasted. Today the weather's actually really good, but even if it was rainy, it just puts the power down and goes. Very, very similar to, you know, how you'd have an Audi S4. The other thing with the interior, the seats, they're unique to the Insignia VXR as well. Really, really comfortable, really hold you in place well. And these particular ones are full leather, they're heated as well. So you've kind of got best of both. It can be something very comfortable when you leave it in normal mode, but as soon as it hits Sport or VXR, everything's a little bit sharper. Steering wheel's a little bit heavier as well. So it all makes a difference. Kind of gives you that feeling of the fact that you are in something special. Even for such a large car, the steering is direct. It's literally just over 1 turn each way, so it's very sharp. In terms of what else you can get for the money and the running costs, I mean, you are competing with some really good cars. Things like the S4, things like 335i, 340i. You know, it's up to you whether you think it's worth it. Obviously, road tax in the UK on this car is quite expensive. It's about £700 now, so it does put it out there with a lot of other cars. So you've got to really love Vauxhall or the VXR brand to part with that kind of money just on road tax. This particular car is a facelift one, so it doesn't have any of the issues that you get with earlier cars, with the timing chain, tensioners, slipping, getting stretched, things like that. It's all sorted on the facelift version, so you don't have to worry about anything like that. And Other than that, it's just the only difference between a pre-facelift and a facelift is different rear lights, front end slightly different, and you know, the steering wheel, the virtual cockpit as well, all just gives that a little bit more modern feel to the car. Otherwise, it drives very similar to a pre-facelift, but I just think it looks much better. The clutch, the gearbox is more than capable of handling stage 1. This particular car's on the stock clutch and flywheel. There's no issues at all with it. This is a particularly low mileage example. It's only done 44,000 miles, so everything's very tight. It feels really good. Right guys, we're just going to do the miles per gallon test. Hopefully we don't hit any traffic. I do this all the time. It's literally 60 miles an hour, 10 miles. Just to give a fair comparison. I know it's not realistic, but at least it allows us to compare car by car. So hopefully we can maintain at least 60. We're just going to join the motorway now, and let's see what it looks like. Right guys, unfortunately there's roadworks, so can't do the usual test. It's 50 miles an hour. Just to give you a comparison, an idea, in the last 2,600 miles I've averaged 23.8. And that's at 22 miles an hour average, so that's town, motorway, everything. On a run, on average, I get around 34, 35 miles per gallon at 70 miles an hour. At 60, it'll be closer to 40 miles per gallon, but unfortunately can't do that today. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. Share it with your friends and family. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.